And good afternoon, everybody. I am SuspiciousSed, and I think today I'm going to stream a little Dark Souls Remastered. And to the all one of you that followed the channel, probably wondering why I'm not continuing with the Dark Souls 2 SL1 playthrough. Well, that is because I went through the very fun time of dealing with my solid-state drive just completely shitting its pants right around the time that I started the second stream of my DS2 SL1 playthrough. And so that character is just completely gone. I'll probably pick that back up again at some point because I was enjoying doing the playthrough, but I just don't feel like redoing the 2 hours or so that I put into that character at first. And instead, I thought that maybe I would spend some time going through Dark Souls 1. So I saw the new Daughters of Ash mod is apparently going to be adapted to Dark Souls Remastered, and I definitely want to check that out. And it's been a while since I've played DS1 in general, so I figured I'd do a playthrough of the just base game first. Let's see here, what's a good name? Probably going to do a Great Shield focused build, because I normally don't do that. I'll go with Stalwart. Vori, we'll call him. And what was I saying? But yeah, so I wanted to do a playthrough of just vanilla DSR, and refamiliarize myself with the game, because mostly when I play Dark Souls these days, it's a lot of DS2 PvP, and sometimes some DS3 PvP. But so I haven't really touched DS1 since the remaster came out, once the PvP community kind of started dying off. So I'm going to give this another go. And let's see. I think I'm actually going to end up picking Sorcerer here, even though I'm going to be going for a melee-focused build. Reason being, I think ultimately what I want to do is I'm going to do a quality build that runs a Great Shield, because those are two things that I pretty much never do in any Dark Souls, really. I'm not big on shield gameplay, and I generally don't do quality builds, because I kind of feel like you get more bang for your buck out of like a pure strength or pure dex. But so I thought I'd give that a go, and maybe run a Great Shield, and then had a few different weapons in mind that I was thinking I'd play around with. But so, why Sorcerer? Because I very much liked the Sorcerer. So, well, part of the plan is, towards the end of the game, I'm probably going to be using the Stone Greatsword, so it'll benefit a little bit from that 15 intelligence. But then on top of that, having 40 strength, 40 dex, I'll be able to do reasonably good damage with Dark Bead and Dark Orb, since they will scale with the physical stats when you use something like the Tin Banishment Catalyst. So I figure I can run this, go 16 intelligence, and get a little benefit out of that on the sword, and then a lot of benefit out of my strength and dex on the Dark Sorceries. But then on top of that, it's also really nice that the Sorcerer class actually starts at the soft cap for resistance. That's right, all these other classes, too much resistance, way over the soft cap. Only the Sorcerer starts at the soft cap of 8, the lowest you can possibly have it. So we're going to rock that, because that more or less works out for how I want. Definitely roll Master Key here. Large upper body, because we need nice beefy strength man. Let's see, start with Commoner. Let's do a little customization here. So hopefully this all goes well. I did a little bit of testing earlier to make sure that everything works right on my PC, and I had all the settings how I wanted. But I haven't really done too much, so hopefully there's no crashing or any weirdness. I have noticed a couple little bugs here and there, like in the menu we were just on, if I go back. You might have noticed that before I went into the customize screen, the accept button wasn't lighting up. So just weird little bugs like that here and there, but nothing game-breaking from what I saw. And that'll also be why the first few achievements in the game you won't see them pop up, because I already got them while playing around. But yeah, this is a fresh install of Dark Souls Remastered. When I first played it, I actually picked it up on the PS4, because I didn't want to have to deal with hackers and shit in PvP. But I went ahead and grabbed it on PC for the stream. It's only $20 since I already owned the original. Alright, let's see. Start with the nose. I always gotta give these creator characters a nice nose job. Let's see. Bring the nose tip up a little bit. Nose slant up a little bit. go. Let's see, bring the nose tip back in. That's what I was looking for. I always like to kind of level out the nose a little bit, have it be parallel with the ground. I don't know why characters in these games always start out with weirdly angled and crooked noses. Alright, now, let's see here. Gotta be confident, fight with a smile. Let's see. And can we fix that a little? Got a little bit of an overbite going there. Disparity, there we go, that's what I'm kind of looking for. Yeah, that's better. Alright, now we need a nice masculine jawline for this beefy sorcerer. Bring that forward, bring that out a little. Lots of protrusion. Ah, there we go, that fixes that overbite a little too. Let's bring that back just a little bit. Chin height, bring that down. Wide chin. There we go, manly as fuck. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay. Cheeks, bring the cheek down a little. Cheek depth in, width in a little more concave, a little thinner. There we go. Yeah, let's see, maybe bring those back out just a little. Eyes can barely even tell what color they are. Let's go for kind of a hazel. Can't even really, barely even see what's going on there. No idea. Whatever. Alright. Eyebrow. Gotta get a little more aggressive looking. There we go. Let's bring that smile up a little more too. There we are. The picture of confidence right there. And then I don't know if there's anything else I really want to mess with. Yeah, that's probably fine. And then I think I'll just leave him bald. I don't really like a lot of the presets in DS1. There we go. Alright, let's rock.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fire. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons.
Alright.
But then there was fire. And with fire
came disparity.
Heat
And cold. Life. And death.
and of course,
Light. And dark. Alright, we get the picture. Let's get into the gameplay. I ought to consider setting up a face cam one of these days. Otherwise, when cutscenes come around, I'm pretty much just sitting there dead silent. At least with a face cam, people could look at my pretty face and see my reactions. But no face cam, so no cutscenes. Let's go. Double check my brightness here real quick. Yeah, and let's see what the actual display says for brightness. Ah, that's why I defaulted back. For some reason, this game, little too on the dark side by default, like really unusually dark, to the point where even turning the in-game brightness up to 10 didn't even make the little flame in the brightness slider even appear. And I don't know why, it's some kind of like weird interaction that my display seems to have when it comes to HDR content, where anything that's in HDR, which as far as I'm aware this is, just by default is way, way, way too dark, and I've always got to crank the brightness settings up. And, but anyway, that looks much, much better now. And I know I got the default brightness a little high, so depending on how your display is calibrated, that might be too bright for the viewer. But, whatever. Looks good to me. Alright. Let's just unequip this. I don't even need that. And also, I think with the hat on... No, I'm not fat rolling. I don't have a shield or anything yet. Oh no! A demon! Oh no! My damage is too low! Let's get the hell out of here. Alright. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to checking out the Daughters of Ash mod. From what I've seen, I'm trying not to spoil myself on it, but I've seen a couple little things here and there that look pretty entertaining. And so I'm looking forward to checking that out. Wait till we get up here on level ground. Ah! Alright. But yeah, so maybe stream that too. Or not maybe, definitely stream that too. And that'll be fun. They looked like they did a lot of really interesting things. Like I said, I tried not to spoil myself too much, but I saw like how they changed the entrance of the Taurus demon, and little mix-ups like that look like a lot of fun. You know, gonna be expecting one thing and then just get completely hammered with how they play with the expectations. Whee! But yeah, for now we'll give this a go. But yeah, so this is probably the first time. I don't know if it's the first time. If I have done a quality build in Dark Souls 1 before, it would have been a very long time ago. So, there we go. Still too used to those DS2 parries. Enemies swing a little bit slower, more predictably. Then, of course, you got the delay on the parry. But anyway. But yeah, so I think I'm actually going to dick around with a few elemental weapons on this playthrough. Like, not infused elemental, but like elemental weapons that have scaling on them. So I never really do a whole lot with those. So like the giant halberd would be a good example. It's got good strength and dex scaling, but then it's got lightning damage on it, which ultimately ends up splitting the damage and kind of making it suboptimal compared to how heavy it is. Or then there's things like the stone greatsword, like I mentioned before. So we'll give all of those a go. But a lot of that'll be later. I think early on in the game, I have some plans for Vamos and his weapon. So I'll focus on strength early on so I can get that great shield as early as possible. Nope! In your neck! Can I still fast roll? You son of a bitch. There we go. Gotta get used to those zero delay parries. Okay. And shank. And this guy, I'm gonna scum out like a dirty, dirty sorcerer would. So, hopefully, long run, won't be doing too much of that. Mostly be playing around with the sorceries more later in the game. Once I get access to dark sorceries, which that'll pretty much be practically the end of the game. Maybe I'll try to do the DLC as early as possible just to get those. Let's see, top up here, just to be safe. Damn it. Nope. Nope. And die. Alright, easy money. And to the 0 of you out there that may be wondering who I'm talking to, I do record these and upload them to my YouTube channel of the same name, SuspiciousEd. So, it's more for me and everyone else later. But hopefully we'll get some viewers along the line. Nope, cutscenes are boring. Let's go. I don't get anything from you, so who cares? Alright, and so begins my quest to get geared up. Definitely want to get rid of this dagger as quick as I can, and see about getting something with a little more punch. Nice thing is, being the sorcerer class, I can right away go grab the tin banishment catalyst, and at least get some early use out of that. It's a fun little toy to play around with, that I don't really get too many chances to use. And literally paying me to go away, but I will not. Let's get that gesture. Oop, mashing too hard. There we go. Ugh.
Now let me slowly.
Okay.
Come again.
Alright. Let's see, before I do any dickery in the graveyard, let me cash these souls in real quick, get a couple levels. Ah, shit, I forgot to grab the one on the way out of the asylum. Distracted myself talking. Okay, I can just grab that later, or just about at any point. But let's see here. Okay, so, first things first. Want a little bit of strength so that I can equip the Morning Star. At least get something to replace this dagger, especially for when I need to flee from the skeletons. And ideally, I want to get that up to a point that I'll be able to use the Hammer of Vamos, since I'm going to be focusing on strength early on. That'll be a nice early game weapon for me. Just run down there and murk Vamos and grab that. Do. Soul of the Lost Undead. Okay. Eee. There it is. So now I got something I can at least knock skeletons down with if they get in the way. I'm gonna have to get used to not trying to hold A to run. I've been playing too much Yakuza 0 lately. Keep holding the wrong paddle down to sprint. Okay. Just gonna grab this. Nope. Nope. Snag you real quick. And nope. Let's see, right. Fat roll. There we go. And pretty much don't need any of this, but might as well grab it just to have it. Top up real quick. Hopefully big boy there doesn't block the way, which he 100% is, but he moved. Yep. Alright. That went about as well as expected. let's see. 128 souls, don't really care. Do need to head up to the top of the shrine, though, and grab the items up there and the one around the corner. Sweet. Is that enough to get another level? Maybe. I'll worry about it later. Alright, for now though, it's weapon time. Gotta go grab my banishment catalyst. And some snazzy new clothes. If I remember right, the sealer set weighs about the same as what I'm wearing now, but provides significantly better defense since it upgrades with Twinkling Titanite. Look at that manly jerky man. Yeah. So snag that and should be geared up and more or less ready to go. Debating on what I want to do though. If I want to maybe go grab the Drake sword before attempting to tackle the catacombs, that'd probably be smart, but I'm not really going to fight anything there anyway, other than Pinwheel, of course. Let's see, don't really care. He doesn't give me anything I care about. Head over to the dragon and grab the soul and the sword real quick, so I can get those without waking him up. That soul will be handy later. While I'm thinking about it, I should probably put a homeward bone on my quick select so I can get out of Blight Town right quick. Alright, so just gotta carefully tiptoe up to this so we don't wake Dragon Boy. I don't remember if you can actually wake him by getting too close to that, but I know if you get too close to this you can wake him, so you gotta be cautious on your approach. It's not really a big deal if I wake him right now, but I'd rather wait till I'm actually ready to kill him before I before I bother him. Alright, so running through Blight Town will be entertaining, because I am far too weak to actually reasonably kill anything. The Chaos Bugs I can kill, but it takes like 7 or 8 hits. I really gotta rely on the bleed to take them down. It's kind of funny how the damage scaling works like that in Dark Souls 1, where like you can be so pathetically weak and then just come back a couple levels and a couple weapon upgrades higher later, and suddenly you feel like you're 10 times stronger. Alright, let's go get the hell out of here before fatties catch up. Whee! And hardcore parkour. Oh, wouldn't it be great if that was a large club? Nope, just poop. Tap up real quick and keep it moving. Now, this Chaos Bug, I might be able to slip past, I might have to fight, we'll see. Yep, got past him. Alright, and here we go. Take that off, and trade you in. Okay, now I got a nice pokey stabby weapon. while I'm down here, I might as well kill some of the toxic dark guys. So then I can just homeward out and be fine. Though I won't grab the Firekeeper soul while I'm down here, because I don't feel like losing my Firekeeper at the beginning of the game. Alright, let's go. Let's see. Can I kill these guys in one hit if I two-hand it? Just barely not. Okay. That annoyance dealt with. And this annoyance dealt with. If I can aim. And so now these guys won't respawn, so I don't have to deal with them later. And I should have plenty of Estus. Oh, come on. Okay. Now, shouldn't there have been another one, like across the way? There he is. Oop, wrong button. And just cheese him out real quick. And now problem solved. Won't have to deal with that later when I come back for the soul. And I can just bone out of here and everything's cool. Oh, I should have topped up my water glass before I started this. Oh. Onward! Alright. Now, I'm going to go ahead and grab the Firekeeper soul from New Londo, and we can hit up the catacombs. Actually, you know what? Let's cash in these souls before I do that. Most days I would start the game as the Pyromancer. You can deal with the groups of ghosts pretty easy with Pyromancy, but Soul Arrows I'm not so sure. It might be a bit more of a pain. I'm definitely going to be a bit more of a pain in the ass. So let's cash out before we do that. I might hang on to these for when I go to purchase the Crest of Artorias. Alright, let's see. I forget, how much strength do you actually need for the Hammer of Vamos? Is it 16? 18? Let me double check real quick. Hammer of Vamos. 14! Not even that much. Cool. Get that up to 14. Rock my weapon of choice. Let's see, let's get a couple of points into endurance, so when I grab Hamel's ring, I can at least put some armor on, if not, maybe equip Great Shield later. Confirm! Alright, moving along. Let's see. Oop, damn it. Nope. Twitch app. There we go. Alright. Now, get the Firekeeper soul and maybe grab anything else that I can from New Londo. I forgot to put the elevator back up earlier. From New Londo while I'm down there. See, definitely going to want the composite bow. I almost forgot that exists. But that'll be good for if I need to do any sniping or long-range pulling. Again, going to try to avoid being too cheesy with the projectiles. I think this playthrough is going to be boring enough with me, not boring, but unexciting, unsurprising enough with me using a Great Shield. That's why I kind of tend to avoid them. I feel like that the passive playstyle doesn't suit me too much. I prefer either being more aggressive or more dodgy. Stop. Come on, give me that curse. I probably don't need to have this on the quick select, but whatever. Onward to Spooky Town. Alright. And first of all, let's see what the soul arrows do, if anything. That's not terrible. Can I get that down to 2 hits by 2 hands? No, maybe if I land a counter hit. Let's see, what's my endurance difference on that? 1, 2. Oh well, looks like 4. We'll call it 4. Oh boy. Nope. You die now. Okay. Yeah, maybe I ought to pop a humanity or something, raise my drop rate down here. Maybe get one of the ghost weapons. Maybe a okay-ish alternative early on, I guess, at least to Hammer of Vamos. But the strength scaling on the Jagged Ghost Blade kind of sucks shit, so I don't know. Let's see, what do I got for humanities right now? Not a lot. I'll hold off on that. Nope. Double nope. Okay, this next room I'm probably not going to be able to reasonably fight my way through. So let's top up and just run. Here, I believe this is the parry dagger. Whew. Dodgy, 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 dodgy. Oh god, dodgy. Healy, healy, healy. Okay. Let's see, super don't want to deal with you. Let's get you dead. Perfect. No ghost dagger. Alright, good enough. Door! Ladder. Shortcut get. Alright. See, so hopefully I can get the green shard and the bow. Maybe get the curse ring, the curse bite ring. Let's see here. Let's do this way. Oh, good. I remembered to map the jump to L3. Stop it. Stop it. You're all dicks. And you deserved to die. Alright, so I think if I head up here, they actually stop tracking me. And let's just for good measure, we'll reset their positions real quick. Hooray for mechanics exploits! So, that ought to put them back where they started. And that gave me my composite bow. What's the dex requirement on that? Oop, didn't want to do that. That's what I was looking for. 12. Okay. And I think that reset my transient curse, but I didn't really need it at this point anyways. From this point on, the ghosts are in such big groups that fighting them isn't especially reasonable, using a banishment catalyst at least. Alright, so let's see if we can get the Curse Bite Ring and then get the hell out of here. So this is the part that's gonna suck. I know I'm gonna eat a lot of hits here. Let's go around the long way and see if I can bait them away. Get the Ring of Sacrifice here, and then I'll drop down and see if I can just land on the Curse Bite Ring. Sick. And then, nothing else really for me here. Except a horrible, horrible demise. Let's see, I don't think there's anything that I care about in the Ingward's room. Yeah! Cool. Okay. Alright, nice. Magic ring get. Doesn't really matter now, but I might as well equip it. No good reason not to. Now, go upgrade my Estus Flask, and we're ready to hit the catacombs. So good looking? I'll leave you speechless, huh? Reinforced. That off my quick select. And let's keep rolling. We'll cash in these souls real quick, too. Let's see. For now, maybe keep pumping strength. Let's see. A little bit of early game vitality will help. I don't like that number not being at 10. And then after that, we can start rolling with more strength. Let's see. Should I go get the red Tearstone ring before I do this? It won't help me a whole hell of a lot. It would be nice to have that and maybe the Grass Crest. Now let's go get my weapon first. All about that hammer of Vamos right now. Let's see, I think there's an item down here I didn't grab during my run. Yes, should be the Caduceus round shield. And let's keep it moving. Alright. Now for the real fun part. Fighting Vamos will be entertaining. His moveset's usually not that threatening, but then again, I will just be poking him with a stick. Alright. Let's get those skeletons off my ass. Surprise, motherfucker! Whoop. Alright. Okay, what do I want to do first? Do I want to get the hammer, or do I want to kill Pinwheel? Let's see. I'm trying to remember. The path to the hammer is going to be annoying, that's for sure. Oh well, let's see what happens. We'll try for the hammer. And probably enough souls for another level up. Let's keep cranking that strength. Gonna have to get that up pretty high before I'll be able to rock a Great Shield. Yeah, so getting to Pinwheel from here is pretty quick and easy. There's actually a spot here on the cliff where you can just drop straight to the boss room, effectively. Alright, so I don't have a good means of killing him right now. Ah, fuck. Yeah, so this will be amusing. I gotta at least get that path turned, the one you can drop to, but it's sideways now. So, we'll see what happens here. This might take me a couple runs. Yeah, because normally I would just backstab the Necromancer to death with something like the Astora Straight Sword or the Drake Sword or any other early game powerhouse weapon. If this takes too many attempts, I may just go get the Drake Sword. Nope. Juke and jive, juke and jive. You. Alright. Bridge turn get. Soul get. Nope. Nope again. Alright, so getting past this Necromancer is going to be annoying. Oh, come on! I rolled. Alright, at least now I think I can just drop straight to that bridge and just pick up right where I left off. And we'll just keep powering on through. Oh no, it's actually that bridge. Okay. Fun times. He's probably about to launch a fireball at me. And by fireball, I meant skeleton. Oh, fuck off. Alright, ignore you entirely. Let's see, it's been a while since I've done this. I'm trying to recall exactly. I think Famos is down here, if I'm not crazy. Okay, and that skeleton's going to be a pain in the ass. So let's reset these guys real quick. Now, let's see. Should be able... There we go. And vamos get. Now, we will light this fire, but not rest at it. Is that how it works in Dark Souls 1? I know in Dark Souls 2, if you die, you return to a bonfire you lit. But you can only... let's see. Yeah, we'll just leave it alone. It doesn't really matter. Once I get this hammer, I won't be stuck down here or anything. I should be able to fight my way out. But still, no point in risking it. Vamos, buddy! I remember that you have a lot of dialogue. I really like how he just kind of keeps going. At certain points, it seems like he's repeating dialogue. Then, let's see. But yeah, he actually has quite a bit of dialogue. I think especially once you have the Ember, he just really keeps going. Let's see, repair equipment. Alright. I think I think there's nothing from him that I care about, so I might as well just murk him. And get the hammer and the helmet. Oh, this is going to be entertaining. I don't even really remember his moveset. It's so rare that I ever fight him. Oh, he has so much health, though. He does not stagger easy. Come on. Come on. Let's get that counter hit. Damn, the range on that is not as good as I would like. Do you have a backswing on that? He does. There's that counter hit. Damn, it did not account for almost anything. Almost got me there. Don't want to get boxed in here around his tools. Fortunate I can't backstab with this. How? I have questions. Now die. Whoop. Okay. What's the helmet weigh? 4.5. What do you weigh? 2.3. Oh yeah, I forgot to put on my sealer set. Let's see here. We got 50, so what, 25% would be 12.5. See, if I take that off, can I wear the helmet? No, not even close. Hey, there we go. Let's see, that weighs 3. The hammer probably weighs a lot, though, so that's going to screw me over. Yeah, so let's see, take that off, put that on, 13.7, gloves off, 12.9. I'm probably not going to use the yeah, I'll probably use the shield a little. Yeah, that's good enough. Alright. And that is a considerable upgrade over my Banishment Catalyst. So the nice thing with the Hammer of Amos is that it's strength scaling, low requirements, you can get it pretty early on. And being a Twinkling Titanite weapon, it starts with very high base stats. The downside, though, is that it doesn't benefit too much from being upgraded. So in the long run, Hammer of Amos isn't amazing. But in the early game, it's a pretty solid weapon for a strength build. And also, it just kind of looks neat. Big, beefy hammer. Alright. So let's see. At this point, I could just run to Pinwheel. I'd have an easier time if I brought Paladin Leroy with me. But let's see if I can make it through the wheel skeletons. Not like I have a lot to lose right now. Yep, there it is. Oh. Message in the chat. Can't see anything. Is that because it's not streaming right? Or because, brightness? Huh. Well, let's see here. Let's double check the stream real quick and see what we got. I've been having so many streaming woes lately, you know? Pop you open real quick and see what we got. Says we're live. Welcome to the chat room. Getting an error code. How interesting. Guess I should have done it Done a test stream, huh? That is unfortunate. Let's see. Wonder what's going on there. How unusual, getting an error. Let's reset the stream real quick and see what happens.